So what do you think of the place? It's not just a coffee shop. I mean, we've got the coffee shop. We've got everything going. I've got the headset so I can communicate to all my employees. We got that high tech thing going. I've got you. I can download apps in my on my phone here. I can work my computer wirelessly. I can connect it up wired through the system and send it out through the system. It's all here. So that's what I'm doing now. Are you still doing safety, kids?
I am. I don't know that I've upgraded as much as you, but yes, I have. We've taken the issue and expanded it to cover more topics and just to get out there and protect the kids.
Well, it's scary because all this technology is being used by the bad guys, too.
And we need to
Joe
counter that.
Mansky, aptitude test for Mansky trucking. I mean, Marcus, I did give him on the job training, but, you know, I mean, he's a real nice guy and everything, but he just wasn't up to it.
Thanks, Joe, but I don't know anything about trucks.
Well, you don't have to know anything. I'll teach you everything you need to know.
I'm still learning how to run the place here. I won't have the time.
Well, it's a 10-minute test. I mean, I made it up myself. I mean, I'm telling you, it's no big deal. We just have to find a couple things out about you, that's all.
Like what?
Well, you know, if you can lift heavy weights and, you know, if you got, like, steel-toe boots and, like, leather gloves and stuff like that.
Everything okay, John?
Yeah. Things are going good.
What do you think?
Can I get a refill, do you think?
Yeah, sure. Let me grab it for you.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was wondering, do you think Tim has any job openings? I've got some kids trying to get on mission trips and trying to raise some extra money for them.
You know what, John? I'm
My dream is to be a lawyer.
My dream is to be a veterinarian.
I want to be a chef because I love food.
My dream is to be a doctor,
A teacher,
My dream is to be
a ballerina,
a fireman,
an emergency room physician.
football player, science teacher,
My dream is to become a mechanical engineer.
professional skateboarder.
My dream is to
Be a nurse.
a shoe designer.
The President of the United States of America.
I have big dreams.
But right now,
I'm just a kid.
I'm just a kid.
Hey, I'm just a kid.
I'm the kid.
Just a kid.
I'm just a kid.
I'm just a kid ready to be adopted.
Ready to be adopted.
I'm just a kid ready to be adopted. For the facts about adopting a child from foster care, contact the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption.
I am here in the cafe, and I'm here with Diane, and we're just talking about feedback, talking about all the great things, and you can contact us through hisplace.tv and find out how to get connected up with us on Facebook, or you can tweet us, and you can find out more about the program by going to hisplace.tv. We're hearing from people all over the country and a couple places from around the world that are saying, you know what, I'm glad His Place is back, and if you are too, why don't you contact us at hisplace.tv.
It's back! Shut the door! Shut the door! Not again! It's too big to stop! I can't keep it out! More rain! I can't stop weeping! My friend down the street got drained, braced, and waterproofed from J&D Waterproofing. He has a whole new lease on life.
Basement water problems? Don't cry. Call 1-800-VERY-DRY. Oh, that can't be good. Call J&D Waterproofing.
I hate to interrupt, but I couldn't help overhearing you talking with Marcus about having some jobs.
Yeah, I've got some kids that need some jobs.
Yeah. You know, my name is Phil Andrews, and I could actually use, nice to meet you, I could use about 15, 20 people. I got a lot of shifts to cover, and, you know, in fact, you know how hard it is to find good people to work.
What kind of a place do you have?
Oh, well, you know, it's a nice little place, and you know, we normally are open until about 2, and sometimes we don't get out of there until about 3 or 4.
2? Wow, that's really early.
Yeah.
What kind of a restaurant is it?
Oh, well, you know, it's the kind of place people go in, they have a drink, and then you got to keep the kitchen open late because they might get hungry, and gotta be there, right?
So your restaurant has a bar?
No.
I'm not following. What's the name of your place?
Shenanigans.
What was it?
Shenanigans.
I think I've heard of that. It's been on the news recently, right? For that IRS problem.
I'm going to sue that reporter. Listen, you can't believe everything that you read. I mean, it is a misunderstanding. And besides, we're not a bar. We are an upscale club, and we have great food.
I'm sure you do, but I don't think that's the kind of thing I want my kids with.
Well, why not? I mean, they're going to be in the food side. They're not going to be in the bar side. I keep them totally separated.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, we're going to be blessed once again by Mr. Clark Slater. Take it away, Clark. Yeah.
Been walking a lonely road, traveled so far on your own. Now you have found my arms, a place to go. If you believe I can give you what you want, I can give you all you need. I can make you see the light. I can make you feel alive. But don't you believe that it's me you want? Don't you believe that it's me you've waited for? Falling in love, but it won't take long to see it's not me. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. Someone's been watching you, walking in circles in your lonely room. I've been lonely too, but now it's clear that I am here. Bring you love, 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 bring you love. But don't you believe it's me you want? Don't you believe that it's me you've waited for? Falling in love, but it won't take long to see it's not me. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. Messenger. Darling, you and me, special delivery. I can give you what you want. Oh, bring you love, bring you love, bring you love, bring you love. But don't you believe that it's me you want? Don't you believe that it's me you've waited for? Falling in love won't take long to see. Baby, it's not me. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. So let the light shine and bring down its healing from above. Let it move you and fill your heart. answer this. All I can give you is my time and tenderness. If you open your heart, if you open your heart, let the light shine. Open your heart, the light shine. Open your heart.
Good job. Good job. Well, I would think, I would be hoping that this kind of child snatching and things like that would be done away with, that we would have enough with the technology that we would be able to figure out ways to catch these guys that are doing, it's primarily men that are doing the abductions.
But unfortunately, technology is used to lure the kids, and so then you get into that. You've got to always keep up with it. There will always be kids who are being victimized, and we just need to protect them all.
Okay, bottom line is, as always, is what do we do? I mean, the thing that grips every parent's heart is fear.
Right.
And so, but fear causes us to make stupid decisions rather than wise ones. So what do we do if we want to keep our kids safe?
Well, we don't want to instill fear. So that's the first thing we do with our programming, is to say this is not a fearful approach. It's just a empowerment to teach the kids this is what you need to do on your own to make smart choices, the ones that will keep you safe. So you go through a couple of basic steps for the general safety tips that we go over, and know that it's not fearful, it's just caution.
So what do you do? I mean, what do you tell parents? You can't help but see on the news another child abduction, another kid is disappearing, another Megan's Law thing is happening.
Well, first of all, we need to remember that most of the children who are victimized, whether it be abduction, abuse, violence, whatever it is, know the perpetrator. So the whole concept of stranger danger has to go right out the window. It's antiquated, it's ineffective, because when you teach kids only to be cautious of strangers, you're putting them in a vulnerable position where they're going to trust somebody because they think they know the person. So that's the first thing. That's got to go.
Okay.
So then what do you do instead of that? Well, what we're
But
trying
that's something, what's funny is the generation that now has kids was all raised under stranger danger.
And we've just got to get rid of it because it just doesn't work. So what we want to teach the kids is that they need to check first before they go anywhere, whether it be a car, a building, down the alley, with anyone, even if they think they know the person. And it's not fear, it's just caution. Check with somebody, check with the person who's in charge of you at the time. If it's okay, fine, go. And if you can't check, then the answer's no. And when you give kids boundaries that they have to stay within, especially the younger kids, they're so much more secure. They can be so much more careful.
So they don't feel bad, because little kids will feel bad if this person's saying, well, you got to come with me. No, I can't go with you. Oh, don't, you can come with me. And the little kids, no, I've been told this isn't what
and that boundary gives them the limit of saying, I have to do this. This is what my rules are. My mom says, my dad says, whatever. And that really works much better for them.
So what next do you tell a parent to say, okay, this is what's got to happen, this is what's in
Well, if something is bothering the child, or especially if a person's talking about parts of their body that they shouldn't be talking about, or touching, they need to report that too. And there's so much abuse going on, sexual abuse, that they need to not be afraid that every time somebody touches their arm or gives them a hug that it's anything bad, but that they just need to make sure that they do tell somebody. So we've got the first step of being cautious of who you go with and where you're going and what you're doing, and making wise decisions on that. And if somebody gets too close to your safety zone, then to make sure that you do report that. Then we get into home alone skills. We talk about bullying, conflict, violence. We've got so much that we offer to the parents.
Home alone is a big deal. I mean, there are a lot of parents, both parents have to work, so the kids are spending
coming from this area over here.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't hear anything.
There it is again. It sounds like a cell phone vibrating. Walter, you have a cell phone? What?
What are you doing?
What?
Do I look deaf? Do I look stupid?
well,
I know
maybe.
it's a cell phone. My kids gave it to me.
Okay. Well, look at this. Oh, it's a nice one, too. Oh, you can check your emails with this, Facebook. Oh, and look at all the apps you got on here. Oh, this is nice.
Son, do I look like I have a computer, do emails, and do a fake book?
It's Facebook. Okay, all right, then why do you have the phone then?
My kids move out of state, They gave it to me to keep in touch with them.
Okay.
And besides, I can call my grandson.
Oh, well, that's great. Then what's the problem?
Keeps on buzzing. I don't know why.
That's because it's buzzing because you're getting phone calls. Here, I'm going to set it to a noise part so it's not vibrating so you can get your calls. It's no problem.
You can do that?
Yeah, it's no problem. I know what I'm doing.
Oh, I forgot you're the YouTube star.
YouTube.
Whatever.
Yeah, all right, Mr. William.
Mr. His place, his place.
I think it'd be good.
Here's your coffee, sir.
Thank you very much. And by the way, I'm not a sir, I'm just Phil. Fine. Phil.
Okay, sir, I'll call you Phil.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thinks I'm an old man or something like that. I don't personally get it. I don't understand. Listen, the general idea, I think, is
Every
kids could
guy,
really
I'm
learn
telling you,
something
Sam, it's a great job. I mean, you meet really interesting people, and I mean, I'm telling you, you're not stuck in this place all day.
I understand that, Joe, but I really don't want to be working at Mazansky Trucking.
Oh, I get it. It's because you love this job so much, right?
Not really. I mean, it's all right. Look, I need to go check on Louie. He gets freaked out when he's at the drive-thru too long by himself.
This website looks pretty good. I mean, this safetykids.org thing looks pretty good. You got the safety tips. These safety tips right here is what you were telling me about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I see, last time we had any time to talk, you had these Charlie Check First that you were hanging out with.
The character,
and so
right?
yeah, and so you've still got that.
And he's reminding people and the kids to check first before they go anywhere.
Okay, now what's this? I'm a Star. That's a new one.
She is
for
our
me.
newest one.
Okay.
This is for an anti-violence program. Stand together, act responsibly. If everybody will be responsible and report things that are unsafe, illegal, or wrong, whether it be something to do with drugs or bullying or Homeland Security, anything, reporting that it's not snitching, it's responsible reporting, and then you're preventing something.
It seems like more and more people are starting to do that. People are starting. I mean, we had a season in this culture where, well, everybody's a victim. Just don't talk, don't deal with, don't say anything because you're going to be a victim. And now more and more people are standing up and saying, you know what? If I see something's wrong, I'm going to tell somebody about it.
Well, we need to encourage that. And this program will get the schools working with the students and the family and the law enforcement and the whole community. So we're offering this to communities so they can do it as a big package and get everybody involved in it.
Now, one of the big things I'm hearing about in even elementary school, it used to be junior high. Well, it used to be when I was in school, it was senior high. And then, when my kids were in school, it was kind of junior high, and now it's down in elementary school, this whole bullying thing.
Oh, it's a big issue. It really is. And you hear statistics all over the place. Even as much as 1 every 9 seconds, there's a bullying situation. So we do need to talk to kids about it. And what we want to do is give them that ability to be strong and to know what refusal skills to use to combat bullying and to try to prevent that in the first place.
What should a parent look for if they think their kid's being bullied?
Well, there are different symptoms that, depending on the age of the child, if they're going to revert in age or display any kind of change in behavior and grades are falling and getting violent themselves. There are a lot. We have those on the website also. They can look for symptoms of that.
Is that the worst of the violence things?
Well, it's hard to judge degrees of violence, especially for kids. I think anything
the most
is bad.
the most frequent of the violent.
The most
things.
frequent, probably.
Yeah.
Bullying is right up there, but then kids are subjected to so much, and you don't realize what effect it's going to have on later down the road. Even just being derogatory toward them, or criticizing, teasing, all of that can have a big effect on someone.
Well, this is something I especially need to let the children's church workers in my church know about, and get some of the parents get this information out.
Right, get it out so that anybody who works with kids.
Are you
can
still
use
speaking in churches and things
I
like
am.
that? Okay,
We do
good.
parenting
Well,
seminars.
don't go anywhere. I'm going to be back, but I want to get Clark going up here. Clark, good stuff, man. Good stuff. I am so glad to have you here. I appreciate
my pleasure.
You being here, and I got to ask, okay, if it's not too personal, what really is the thing that floats your boat as far as where do you come up with these songs? Where do you write this stuff? Because they seem really from the heart, like you're really thinking this stuff through.
Yeah, I guess I think that's what it is. I mean, some songwriters will sit down and just think of an idea and sort of develop it and kind of create it from nothing. But I tend to wait for something that's on my heart to a situation, something that I've heard about, or something that I'm feeling about another person. It's typically about people. So, yeah, an emotional hit me, and then also some kind of an inspiration. It's a feeling that I get when I write.
What's the next song you're going to do for us?
This one's called "Forever Bound."
What was the inspiration?
This summer I was traveling. I was away from my daughter for a month, and this is for her.
Oh, cool. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Clark Slater back up again. He's going to sing "Forever Bound." Let's give it up for him.
Take my hand and know that I will prove the words I say. Take my arms, may they hold you every day. Take this promise from me now. You and me are forever bound. Take my word that I will stand beside you every day. We'll take our boat to the ocean and we'll float away. Only water all around. You and me are forever bound, and I give you the best of me. You give me everything I need. We can't turn around. You and me are forever bound. Take my love that binds me close to you. Take your trust that ties you tight to me too. Like a watch that's always wound. You and me are forever bound, and I give you the best of me. You give me everything that I need. We can't turn around. You and me are forever
You know, listen, don't make up your mind yet. In fact, why don't you come with me when we're finished here and you can see for yourself what kind of fine, upstanding citizens are over there, and it's really a nice place.
I don't think so, Phil.
And besides, I mean, really, think of the experience that the kids are going to have.
Yeah, I don't think that's the kind of experience these kids need to have.
I mean, it's not that big a deal. I'm not going to let them be unsupervised or anything like that. And besides, it will really look good on their resumes.
Yeah, sure. Shenanigans and that IRS mess, I don't think that's the kind of beefing up their resumes they want.
Total misunderstanding. Do not believe everything that you hear. I'm telling you, it's going to be good. And besides, I'm going to help them make some money to take their mission trips. In fact, some of the nights are so busy, they'll make money enough for 2 mission trips, maybe more.
Something just doesn't seem right.
Listen, Tim will vouch for me.
Really?
Yeah,
Tim will vouch for you.
Uh-huh, absolutely.
How well do you know Tim?
Tim and I are like this. We've known each other for, I mean, this instance, Tim might not.
Check it out. That sounds like a phone ringer, doesn't it?
That sounds much better. I don't know why they didn't do that in the first place.
Well, I took the number that you gave me for your grandson and I put it inside for the memory.
Well, what's that?
Well, when he calls, it'll pop up and you'll know that it's him calling. What's his name, by the way?
His name is Zach.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing now?
I'm inputting his name in the memory bank so when he calls, his name will pop up right here and you'll know that he's calling. Isn't that cool?
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah, I can do that. You want to try calling him? All you have to do is hit this button right here, then this button, and you can call him. Yeah, you want to try it right now?
Oh, yeah, you said these 2 buttons here?
These 2 buttons right here. And if anybody calls, you just hit that button right there. Check it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
This here, right there.
Yeah, that's right.
It's ringing. Zach? Hey, it's Pap. Yeah, I'm surprised too. How you doing? That's good. Good to hear your voice. Oh, hold on for a minute. Thank you very much.
We're all hoping you'll stop by. So come on in and find a friend to help you on your way. Pull up a chair and find his care. We'll be here every day in his place. Ba-ba-da-na, his place, his place.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the program this evening with Clark Slater and Diane was here. Diane Brown was here from safetykids.org, and you want to check out both of those things. Check out Clark, do a Google search on him and find out the information, or go to our website and you'll find out more information on the next His Place. Judge Cheryl Allen is here, and Pastor Bill Glaze, and they're going to be talking about a subject that you know, it's very, very interesting, and so we hope that you'll tune in for that. See ya.